Hello and welcome to another edition of the LinkedIn Couch. My name is Reg.
And I'm Joe.
And today we're going to be talking about what not to do when doing video in LinkedIn.
Ooh.
So some good tips here. All right, so where do we start, Joe? What do we not do?
Well, let's talk about where we're filming.
Let's.
Location.
Location.
So you might be in the moment and have a great idea, but you want to consider what's in your environment.
Absolutely.
What's behind you, where are you? So, and it's going to be on brand. So if we think about, I've seen a lot of people do car videos, like car selfie videos. And I'd say to avoid doing that unless it's your brand and you've got a series. Like if you always do, like a colleague we were talking about, he was doing some car selfies right before he was going to the gym, and it became part of his brand. So as long as you're consciously doing that.
Yep.
Yeah,
you've got to be careful as well, especially in cars, because you have windows around you, so they can sometimes blur, or not blur, but blast out the light, and then you're suddenly, if you're doing it on your phone just goes, what the hell, and then everything becomes this sort of, almost like a heavenly look to it. It's got that white light, you're expecting the in the background, but that's not really what you want.
No.
Extraneous noise, someone knocking on your window, excuse me, what are you doing, you know?
What are you filming? Because I might think you're filming their kids at the park or something, which could be a bit awkward.
That could be very awkward.
Yeah,
so location is a big thing, okay, where you're going to be doing it, because you have to think of exterior influences, whether it be noise or someone, as I said, knocking on your door or knocking on your window. Take that in consideration.
So that's cars, but that actually applies to home.
That also applies to home as well.
Because if you think about, I work from home, we've got a new dog who likes to bark, so there's that as an extra thing to manage. Doorbell going, couriers arriving.
Oh, curious.
You know.
Thing of my life.
But that's the time the doorbell rings, the phone ringing, if you've got a phone in your house. I don't know.
Who doesn't live near a construction site?
Oh, there's always something going on.
Always.
Or that's the time the neighbours choose to mow their lawn.
Yes.
Or chop down their tree.
Or get the blower vac out, or, so yeah, be aware.
Or it's school holidays.
Oh yeah.
Kids. Oh, kids. I love my kids, but when there's kids around your property making a lot of noise and splashing in the pool, you just want to yell, stop having fun. Seriously, I'm trying to film a video.
I'm trying to work here. I'm saying that, if it's within the context of the video, then it's okay. So if you're saying, you're doing a walking and talking, I'm here down the park, or looking on the river, then, bird noises and people walking past doing this sort of power walk is kind of expected, so people aren't going to be too bothered about it. But if you're sitting in an office situation, you can hear drilling in the background, someone trying to jackhammer a concrete pad from the house, because that's what happened. There's 2 doors down from me. Someone was trying to knock down a house, and every time I was doing a Facebook Live video, I hear this. So it's like, close the windows, it's warm, you got to put the fan on, so you think, is that? So lots of things to consider. But another one, which I mentioned to Joe earlier on, is actually a term for it. I'm going to say it very badly, and it's mise en scène. Mise en scène.
Mise en scène.
That's a French term. I do apologise.
You've got to have the accent.
I do have the.
I can't do the accent. So I'm not even going to try.
Exactly. I don't want to insult anybody or everybody. But what's actually going on in the background? So it has to be, but I would recommend it to be somewhat on brand, but not distracting. So if you're doing it in your house, then be aware of what's on the wall. Pictures of family, friends, whatever it is okay, I guess. As long as you don't want to be, that's the focus. You don't want to be distracting the eye from you, because it's about the value you're giving. Open doors into laundries and toilets, or clothes hanging up drying in the kitchen, whatever it is. There's things,
bras hanging off everywhere.
I know.
A bit distracting.
I hang up bras outside. So.
Or just too much clutter around you, or you haven't really thought about, maybe you've moved all your furniture out of the way, but it's still in frame because you haven't checked. So you've got piles of chairs or boxes or whatever it is you've got going on, because that can take away from your message then.
Yeah, you don't want anything to distract the eye.
Yeah.
That's essentially what it's all about.
And the sound, you're really distracting the ear. People are listening for other things, so you might be in an office, you can hear other things. Seeing things takes away, so you've actually lost that attention. Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered 2 things there. We've covered location and what's actually in your shot. Another thing to consider is clothing. What are you actually going to wear?
Now we're actually wearing the same colour today, which is just a bit of a fluke, and it happens to match my LinkedIn cushion here. But I believe there's some tips on patterns and things like that for video.
Yes, thin stripes don't work well on camera because it flares, or you get like a strobing effect.
Flares?
Well, flares, that's a fashion choice. I'm not gonna, each to their own. If you live in the 70s, that's fine. No, the stripes, the camera has issues trying to pick up the fine detail on the stripes, so you'll get a strobing effect if you were to move. So like business shirts are one that sometimes causes issues, because it'll be a nice looking shirt, don't get me wrong, but essentially you want to have block colours, and preferably a bright colour.
So not like a block white t-shirt and a white background.
Exactly. You don't want to blend into the background. You want to stand out to some degree.
You don't want to be a floating head.
No, and don't wear green if you're doing green screen. That would be like what's that movie?
Oh, the kids movie. Yes, I know what you mean. With Principal. Yes. You got to be there.
Yeah. Sorry, it'll come back to me. He's a reporter guy. Will Ferrell. Anchorman.
Oh, okay.
And Brick with his. Anyway, I'd get distracted. So what you wear is important, because you don't want to, again, distract the eye if you've got a nice shirt on, but it's stripy. You want to have maybe a block colour, something that's on brand, if you can.
Yeah. What about, this is more for ladies, what about cleavage? Does cleavage blow on video? Or for a man, that's the thing.
You could do the old Dwayne Rock kind of. No, look, to be honest, again, you don't want to distract the eye.
Unless that's your brand, and you do want to distract.
If your boobs are your brand, then maybe that's a thing you could consider. But no, again, we're talking about LinkedIn video, so a little bit more professional.
Yeah. So I guess it's that whole being on brand, really. And if your brand is you're out there, you're flamboyant, you let it all hang, literally, I guess then do it. But you're being judged. Whether you like it or not, you are being judged, and someone might be scrolling through, and actually that might be a good way of grabbing attention, have a bit of boob. You could try that, Reg. But you want to grab attention for the right reason. You do. Because your brand is everything, and then perception is reality, as they say. Which leads us on to the last point of this video, which is your delivery. How do you behave or act on camera? So, like us today. Yes. We can act like idiots because people know us that we're idiots. But we're not acting. We're not acting. No, we're not acting. We're not acting. This is actually us. We're actually real full-class idiots. But in all honesty, you want to be. I know we use this word used a lot in business. Are you going to say the dirty A word? Yes. Authenticity. You want to be authentic, but to use another term, you want to be you. As my son says to me, Dad, I'll do me, you do you. And it's so true. You want to be you, and that's the best way to connect with people, because if you're trying to be something you're not, people will see that and they'll see through it, and all the effort you're going to will be lost. Yeah, that's right. Unless you're trying to do like a comedy skit, or you're trying to be a character or whatever, then for purpose. But we're talking LinkedIn video, we're talking about conversational video. Yeah. But then you have to be distinctive though. You can't be wearing your normal clothes and then try to be this wacky character, because that's not going to work. Yeah. So people have to know that you're in a character. So you'd have to be that character, whether it be the clothing, or whether that comes back to what we're saying before, what's around you, to then portray that you actually are in character. Yeah. So you can be someone else, but it has to be on purpose. Don't try and be someone else because you're nervous about being you. Yeah. Actually, a good example of that. So a colleague of mine, Andrea Val, she's a Facebook expert. For a while, she had a character called Grandmother Mary. Okay. Grandmother or Grandma Mary. But she was a social media expert in a grandma's perspective. And she does improv and comedy. Okay. But it worked really well for her because she created a character. You knew it was her being a character, so that's when it can work. But if you're just being... But that's... Trying to be something you're not. And you hear that fake it till you make it. I don't like that saying. I think... No. Yeah, sure, future project, be the you want to be, but be you. Don't try and be somebody else. Yeah, I think fake it, you make it. My interpretation of that was not, a personal thing. It's not fake, but when you make it, surely you're going to be yourself anyway. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I like to look at it as future projection. Be the future you. Yeah. So you may not be the expert, or you may not think you're the expert now, but just own it anyway, because you are actually on the pathway to that. But don't pretend to be a brain surgeon if you're not a brain surgeon. No. That could be quite lethal. And there could be law. I'm not a brain surgeon, but I'll have a look at it for you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Let's not. Don't do that. Okay, so today's topic was
What was it again? What not to do. Forgetting was what not to do. And what not to do on your LinkedIn videos. And the first one was, can you remember? It was such a long time ago.
Oh gosh, Reg, you didn't tell me we were going to do this.
No,
you know?
I know. Okay.
It's about location.
It was locations.
Being really clear about what's, where you are, that sort of stuff.
Yep. And the second one was what's actually going on within the frame of your video. So what's happening behind. Actually we talked about putting something on the television there, but it didn't work because the screen was actually flickering. I could be bothered working, making adjustments, so I just thought let's turn it off. The flickering would actually distract the eye.
Yeah, both.
Yeah, in some sort of ecosphere. Clothing, what to wear.
Wear clothing.
Always wear clothing.
Always wear some sort
what
of
not to wear is probably better, more to the point.
Yeah.
So funny hats, big shoes, low cut tops.
Yeah, just do it with purpose.
Purpose.
And brand. And I want to add another one because this LinkedIn video is not on LinkedIn because it's too long.
Oh.
Because there is a limit to how long it needs to be engaging on LinkedIn. So the other tip, if you're doing LinkedIn video, keep it short and snappy, keep it engaging, don't waffle on. Rach, you waffled on. I told you not to do that. Seriously,
yes,
Rach. No, but this video is an educational video. This is a how-to video, so this is more of a deep dive.
Ooh,
I don't know.
I didn't bring the skinny dippers.
But if you're doing a LinkedIn video, don't try and cover everything in the video.
Yeah.
Make it engaging and conversational.
Well, yeah, don't try and cover it all because, for one reason, you're going to get lost and it's going to be too long. People aren't going to watch. But you'll actually create more content if you just drill down the specifics.
Absolutely. So, and if you take that content and you could create 10 videos out of that topic, potentially, and have some short videos that you're engaging, end with a question or some sort of call to action for not buy my stuff. Don't do that.
No.
That's another tip.
Yeah,
let's just add another tip. Don't
one.
try and sell on LinkedIn, particularly on video. People don't want to be sold to. They want to have a conversation and get to know you. And if your video is how to do blah 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 and how to buy my stuff and here's how to buy it, no, don't do that.
Don't do that.
But sure, buy our stuff if you want to. On that note.
So don't do what we're doing, is what we're saying. It's a big tip. Okay, so there we go. Our topic was what not to do on video. We've covered quite a few there. If we've missed out on some, please put them in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Stay tuned for more videos on the LinkedIn couch. I'm Reg.
And I'm Joe.
We'll see you next time.
See you there.